Hi, and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekend show. I'm Mal Lee, your host for this evening, or this afternoon. Hope everyone's keeping well. We decided to put the show on a little bit earlier because Liverpool played yesterday. This is Merseyside, and Everton play on Monday. And the players I've got in my fantasy team for Everton Football Club doesn't help me for October month. That's unfair, that isn't it? Really is unfair, because the leader I can't claw back on two players that I already have in my team. That could just work badly against me, but it's going to be a tough one for Everton, I'll guarantee, because Wolves seem to be hitting a little bit of form because they have a cracking team out there. And if you go by last season, he frightened quite a few teams, didn't he? And when they attack, they attack. Anyway, welcome to the show to all our viewers and all our listeners. We've been out and about during the weekend. Yesterday at the North Liverpool JFL, I had all my water gear on there because it was raining, not too bad towards the afternoon, cold starting to get in there, and the wetproof gear is doing me absolutely amazing at the moment, because this morning, the clocks go back, we had an extra hour, but we were awoken by some really torrential rain. And if you realise, if you work that out, if the clocks didn't go back and we carried on, well, I'm afraid those games would have been abandoned on 3G pitches, I'll guarantee you, because the kids wouldn't have been able to handle the weather that we had. That torrential rain was unreal. Loads of flooding everywhere. I was driving my car down East Lancs, and believe me, I felt like I was in a submarine. It was that bad. The roads, you could see it running down the main roads. It's like a river. It was really, really horrendous. And thankfully, I know the grass pitches all over Merseyside probably were all off. Thankfully, the 3G, 4G pitches were on, and we managed to get plenty of games on. Referees turned up. What more could you ask for if you got a referee on a day like today? It was brilliant. Smiling faces, talking to everyone. I was even handed out some Haribos and lollipops just to all the referees because of the great work that they do. And you know what? The amount of referees were telling me they were on a diet and refusing. Didn't matter. I've just took them all back home, and I'm going to make sure all the kids get them tonight, because we have around about 70 to 80 kids knock on the door on Halloween, and they didn't have it last year. So I should imagine if the weather holds off, we're going to be inundated with quite a few kids, believe me. Anyway, I look forward to that, I really do. You can't hide behind the curtains like most do, can you? Pretend you're out. How many of you pretend you're out on Halloween? Anyway, Mizzy night, thank you very, very much. Yes, we know there's a lot that's gone on. I was talking to a cab driver today, and he said he was amazed he was only out once, and normally he gets battered with it when he's out on Mizzy night. No one wants to go out and work, no one wants to do anything. People are looking out the curtains, looking at the cars, watching for everything, thinking something's going to go wrong. And well, I haven't had many reports, even though I know that things would have happened, but it seemed to be, where I was, a very quiet night. Thank you very, very much for heeding the warnings, and well done, kids. And I'm sure there was plenty of you kids there who were safe and not sorry, who were adhered to the message, and you were turning up to play some great football. I must admit, I enjoyed that football. Let's hope we can carry that on to when Bonfire Night comes. It's only next week, and that is horrendous. Let's hope you'll all stay safe on that one, but we will be giving the warning out. But we're in KCC 99.8 live on the Thursday with a few of the kids, and they're going to have a little tour around the studio, and I know Dan, you'll have something lined up for them, so it should be an exciting evening for those ones. So I'm looking forward to it myself, and hopefully I'll be able to film a little bit and see what the kids are like. I'll keep the camera rolling so everyone's aware of it. I'm not going to edit anything, and it's just how you're going to get it when I get back to the studio and load it all up. Anyway, looking forward to that one. But we were out and about, as I say, plenty of referees today, and I think there was yesterday, North Liverpool. Well done to all the referees. Great to chat to them, great to see smiling faces, and I know the rain did hold off after the downpour this morning, so I was able to go out, in my waterproof gear, but watch some great football as well. And some officiating is great. Sat there talking to one or two referees, and also the committee. Now we do know, just let me have a mouthful of tea if you don't mind. Sorry to our listeners, because you can't see me, you can on my viewers on YouTube. Anyway, it's gone cold. It's the Lady Grey tea that everyone knows. I like Lady Grey and Earl Grey tea. Touch of orange in the Lady Grey. You can't really taste it, and it's nice. I just don't have the milk, and I enjoy it. It's relaxing for some reason. I don't have that when I'm at the Jeffrey Humble because they ain't got it. Anyway, yes, as I was saying, it was fantastic, but you have to feel sorry sometimes for the committees because we all know how bad that rain was. And you know what? Those games would have been playable on Joe Stones on Merseyside there this morning when a pitch inspection would have been done. They would have been fantastic. But when that rain came down, I think anyone who's got any football knowledge about them would know those games are not going to be on. Yes, you may phone up. Yes, you may give the committees loads. And I think it's wrong because the committees have got better things to do. They really have. Honestly, they can't keep bombarding everyone with texts saying, yeah, they're off. They were on there and they're taking the stick for it because they were told they were on. Everyone knew how bad that weather was, and if you're a grass player, if you have football on the grass, I'm sure you don't have to be a wise man to know that you know those pitches would have been absolutely horrendous. That rain would have whitewashed everything, and probably I was expecting the 3G pitches to be flooded as well. And I think if I'm right, Scotland Road yesterday, that was flooded, that was called off. They're 3G, that's unusual. But these things can happen. They can hold water. If it comes down like that, it's really going to sit on top, isn't it? And I think we may have had a bit of water on one of the pitches there, but the kids got on with it and the games were great. And as I say, it was lovely to watch some nice football. And I was walking around and I don't think I heard anything animosity towards the referees. There was a referee moaning to me, well, not moaning, just saying that his complaints were over regarding back passes. Well, refs just put them to the committees about back passes. We all know they should be going to them, not to you, because they're not the committee's rules, are they? Sometimes maybe it's a different thing in the league. Committees, I'm not too sure they can run their own, but some may do. I am not too sure on that one, but if you're unsure, managers, please don't have a go at the referees. Go and check with the committees before you kick off on the game. I think we're into our 10th week and you're pulling referees up on those decisions, only young referees. But anyway, as I say, petty decisions we can all handle, can't we? That's great. We just go on there and play the game. But as far as I'm concerned, any sendings off, any bookings, you've got to take them as a team and as a player. So always look on the bright side, always look on the way that the kids are developing their skills, because if they get a yellow card off the referee or a red card, then they've done something wrong. They need to learn. They need to learn. It's no good if you're not giving a red card out to some referees. It's no good on bad decisions or bad free kicks. The kids have got to learn as well. Like the throw-ins, that's why I'm saying to referees, please, please, and it may get boring. It may get boring if you're watching a game and that referee pulls up 20 kids for 20 throws because the foul throws, and asks them to retake it or shows them how to take it, which most of the referees will do. It's down to the coach. Regardless, coaches start, please, please. It's my pet hate when I see foul throws. I saw an actual goal scored yesterday through a foul throw. But no one complained, don't get me wrong, but I saw it. Now, they're the laws of the game. You can't say, if you're a referee, some referees will just let that go. They're only developing skills. Well, there you go. You've answered your own question. Developing and listening and learning is part and parcel of grassroots football. Foul throws, free kicks, penalties, it all coincides together. So referees are there to interpret the game, the state of the game and the laws of the game. We should stand up and listen. If they're getting them right, fantastic. You know, they will make some mistakes, we all know that, so we have to take a back seat like the kids do on a football pitch, like they do when they're taking a throw. They don't mean to. Coaches, you're on the sidelines with them, remind them how to take a throw. I see loads of coaches just leaving it to the kids. I never see them now. I was always telling the kids, behind your head, throw it, keep your feet on the floor, behind the line. That's all you need to do, remind the kids. Please, even at a young age, kids can take throw-ins. I've got a grandson there, 5 years of age, and boy can he take a throw. Made up with it, keeps his feet on the ground, throws it, easy. What are we teaching kids? Come on, if we're all coaches, I'm not having a go yet. I know you've got loads and loads to do, but it's part and parcel of the game. Tell me if I'm wrong. Referees, coaches, tell me if I'm wrong. Maladon'texttheline.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, and I forgot then. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. And if you'd emailed me yesterday, I was having a horrendous time on my laptop with emails. Virgin Media, I thought it was them, I was cursing them, I was there, I was working all day on emails. Rather than ring them up, I wanted to try and solve the problem myself, because it just stopped. It just stopped. It was saying retry, and there's a link broken. Boy, I'm not IT expert, I'll have a go, but I'll have a go and try and fathom it out, what I've done wrong. I was always believing I'd done something wrong, or maybe I did, but I don't recall it, don't remember it. And I was at home, I'd recorded a show yesterday, and I was at home trying to put my feet up. Didn't get a chance to put my feet up. I had to do the laptop, and I'm sorry, I talk with my hands a lot. I really, really do, and I need to chain them down. You'll have to get used to me, because I notice when I'm talking to some people, they're watching my hands, and they're not looking at me, and I apologise for that. But you look on the television now, you see the newsreaders, you see that there's a lot talking with the hands now, and even the compares, and when they're getting interviewed, it's all talking with the hands, so I feel better. It's not just me, but I'll get used to it. I'll try and keep my hands holding them down. I'm holding this, so I don't open my hands, and would apologise if you believe that I am talking with the hands, but I'll give some nice signals out, hopefully. Look, I can't stop. I think I should grab the cup and have a sip of tea. At least I'm moving the hands there for some reason then. Because I think some hand signals, when you do them, it doesn't explain anything. It's just weird. I don't know, do I? Anyway, if I'm annoying you, I apologise. But I'm glad that you're tuning into the show. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe to it. It's free. We want to get over the 100 now. We're trying to find an editor. Unfortunately, our editor that I've been pushing for health reasons, basically, has had to take a back seat, and I don't know when that editor will be coming along. Anyway, I've got loads of meetings cropping up starting tomorrow morning. I've got one with the printer, so anyone who's waiting on these t-shirts, hopefully I can get these sorted now. I've got a great printer coming in. We'll have a chat, some biscuits and cups of tea, and we'll just get on and see what we can do to try and get these t-shirts up and running for you, because loads of you referees are waiting and asking me, where do we get these t-shirts from? I am trying my best to get them sorted, because they can be very, very expensive, and I want to try and keep the cost down. I can't be held responsible for the cost, the print that I put on there. It just gives a powerful message out anyway with the poem. And if you haven't seen the poem on the back of the t-shirt, well, here it is. Don't be a bully, be a friend. Don't be a racist, that won't mend. Don't be abusive or aggressive. To show respect is more impressive. That's what we want the kids to learn. That's what we want in the touchlands. That's what we want these irate parents and spectators to take hold of and take it into their head and think, do you know what? That poem does speak volumes. It really does, and that's what we want, please, in grassroots football. If you can just rewind it, keep rewinding it and learn the poem, you'll see it on the back of the t-shirt. The PGMOL, the Premier Games match officials who wear our t-shirts during the warm-ups for our Respect Awareness Weekend, we were looking for April, wear them and they give that message out, and photographers have picked them up, people, clubs want the poem, schools in Ireland, they've all been in touch and saying, can they use it? Of course you can. And it's done by Mal Lee. I didn't sign that, I should have signed it, but hey ho, if I see it, I know it's mine. And I'd like that to go all over the world. It's got a powerful message in there, really has a powerful message, and we need that to be spread all over the world if we can. It's only a little poem. I'll do that now and again, I'll come up with one. I'm starting to come up with a few other things as well, so you'll hear about them very, very soon indeed. And we were talking about our two referee, and hopefully they're looking into sponsorship again for next year for our Respect Awards. Now we're looking at referees now, we're looking at managers now. We want to really make it as something special, and I'll be in touch with Liverpool and Everton regarding this. Once I get the go-ahead for April, I'm looking at a derby game, because it's based on Merseyside. We based this, it's all across the land, but it's all over the country. And we've got the governing bodies who are supporting the Respect Awareness Weekend to protect our referees. and boy do we need to protect them at the moment. Look at the way the referees are walking away from the game because of verbal abuse. Okay, it might be the amateur game, might be the adult game, and I've seen some of those games, you've heard me go through it many times. But when I'm out and about and I'm looking at these leagues, I don't see many in grassroots in kids football walking away from the games. Tell me if I'm wrong, referees. I'd love you to get in touch with me because I'm putting posts out asking you if you've walked away from the game. Is it adult? Is it kids games about the verbal abuse? I'd love to know for you, youngster, man@don'ttextheline.com. Send me an email, tell me why you've walked away and why you'd probably would think of not going back, because we need to find out, is it just verbal abuse? But I'll speak up. I see a lot of games and I hear a lot of parents and spectators from the touchlines, and I don't see the threat, I don't see the chant that we did do in 2003, and I've expected it there and then, referees walking away from the game, but we didn't have the media coverage that we've got now, so it's everywhere. It's all on social media. There's all kinds of grassroots organisations putting messages on. It's great to read, it really is, because you're aware of where the problems are arising from, what leagues they're from, what counties they're from, and it gives you an idea of what we can try and do. And we're trying to portray our message out there about respect on and off the field of play. Don't cross the line, that's what it's all about. Please respect the referees and each other on and off the field of play. And all games in grassroots football, and hopefully in the amateur game, will come back to a little bit of normality. We've gone through a terrible, terrible time. Now, has it gone worse? Now, everyone was out through COVID. Everyone was screaming to get back to grassroots football. Everyone just wanted to be part of it, regardless. So why have these, could we call them thugs, bullies, coming back towards the grassroots game if it's proven that they are chasing referees away from the game, which I'm at a meeting on Tuesday in Liverpool County FA, and I'll be certainly asking those questions, and we get some feedback on the referees and the courses as well. And I've been getting inundated by managers, by people wanting to be a referee, kids wanting to be referees. So I'll find out some nice news for you on Tuesday, no doubt. Now, we need to keep our fingers crossed that all this weather is going to be absolutely positive for next weekend. We want as many games as we possibly can getting in by Christmas, because we don't want, and we know the rain is a pain, and especially on grassroots. And I think it's the first cancellation that we've had from the start of the season. We've had a really good run at the moment, because sometimes it just continues and continues and continues. Is it going to rain all week? The pitch is going to be waterlogged. Can they move these games onto 3G? I think they can. Maybe it'll go back to a Friday evening to squeeze games in leagues. Let's see what happens. And I'm fingers crossed that we can get all these games in for grassroots football. Well, I've got plenty of meetings coming up this week, and I'm going to keep you informed as to what's going on and what we're doing over the week as well with the young commentators. The kids are really bubbling now. I'm getting all the way now to find out about the celebrities, and you'll be seeing them soon when the kids start interviewing them. And I want to get one or two out and about, and I'm doing it in this weather, because you can't really find anything out of the kids can't hold the microphone. The rain is just intense, and it just soaks up all your gear, and it's hard to get out sometimes in the poor weather. But well done to referees. You've got to remember, you know, when these referees go out, and I'm the witness to all of them, they're on the pitches for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, and they're continuous. They might get a 5-minute break. They don't have much of a break. They're still there, whereas our teams can walk away, go home, get warmed up, and get ready for the following week. These referees are still out there. We give them loads, we chase them away. They're out there. You've got to hold your head up and take your hat off to them and just say, well done. I didn't realise that you stayed and we got off. So you've got to really get behind our referees. I am 110%. I think you all know that. And I'm behind all the referees for another reason as well. The verbal abuse does not get shouted towards a referee because the kids are on the football pitch and they hear it too. What sort of message is that given to the kids as well as the referees? And the referees, 99.9% of the time now, are young kids. It's great to see the experienced referees. They have no messing. They'll pick the ball up and walk away, take it home as we all used to do as kids. Remember, you brought the ball, you didn't get a kick, you picked it up and off you went, took it home, and they were all pleading with you, oh, don't stay, we'll pass you. Remember all that? I do. Brilliant days. But we want to try and bring some normality back to grassroots football. Make sure every league has got referees. Make sure every league is adhering to the rules, the regulations, the laws of the game, and just get on and encourage the kids and encourage the referees as well to play football. So anyway, I hope you've had a fantastic Halloween, and if it goes on to 11, 12 o'clock this evening, then please be safe, don't be sorry, don't be silly, knocking on doors and throwing eggs and things like that. Misery Night has gone till next year, and thankfully it wasn't that bad around by me, and you just want to let the kids, they're only little ones, come and enjoy themselves. And there's plenty of sweets there because all the referees didn't eat mine today. They all refused. What's going to happen on Christmas? Will they eat all the chocolate? That remains to be seen. Anyway, let's see what happens. Okay, we come to the end of our show. Thank you very, very much indeed for tuning into us. We'll be back again on Friday to keep you informed about what happened to young commentators. In the meantime, thank you very much for tuning into us. We'll be back, I've just said that, haven't I? On Friday, 7 p.m. For myself, Mal Lane, all the team here, the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line, and Respect programme. Have a great evening. Enjoy Halloween, and we'll see you on Friday. Good evening.